event is coming soon. I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator.
My fellow subscribers, YouTube has started to shut down channels that don't agree with their views and blaming their decision on their guidelines. This is the highest form of censorship controlled by the cabal to keep us from knowing the truth. There has been several channels terminated by their so-called violation of their guidelines, including our sister channel, Event is Coming Soon, and 3 other sister channels of ours. We feel it's a matter of time before they create a violation of their guidelines to shut this channel down. We have created a channel on Daily Motion, which is an alternative to YouTube. Please go to dailymotion.com and subscribe and view our videos as well. Tell your friends also that we have our new channel, The Event is Coming Soon, on dailymotion.com. Let's unite and keep this very important channel alive. Victory of the Light.
The only worthwhile investment we ever make. By R.J. Spina. We are all perpetually bombarded with an endless array of investment opportunities, be it an investment of our attention, energy, money, skill, sweat, emotions, knowledge, etc. But what if there was only one investment that perpetually yields an everlasting, incalculable, limitless dividend? Would that not obviously and always be the best investment, regardless of circumstances or context? But what if we simply can't distinguish this ultimate investment opportunity from all the rest? It would be impossible to know if we have chosen this perfect investment unless every possible observed investment opportunity came with our direct knowingness that the speculative, transient, alluring concept of potential profits and mitigated losses were temporary and provided zero enduring benefits whatsoever. That kind of awareness would be priceless beyond all measure. What if the mind/ego/identity that makes, weighs and ultimately decides which investment to make was a shadow, a transitory illusion in and of itself? Would this knowingness not shed total illumination on the entirety of the investment playing field? Perhaps this transitory I, our physical existence and our outer personality, only cares about preserving itself because it is incapable of recognizing nor understanding what is eternal? Maybe the ego/mind/identity, which receives, processes and interprets energy from the limited sensory realm only, simply cannot decipher nor recognize what actually is. Is it possible that our ego/mind/identity construct a flight or fight-based program utilizing the 5 physical senses interpreted by the finite human mind, which are all transitory themselves, prevents us from ever touching our eternal wisdom, our sentience, heretofore making it impossible to ever recognize and make the best and only eternal investment? Is this why we keep repeating physical incarnations with individual and societal empires rising and falling again and again with no real spiritual evolution unfolding? Is it the perpetual and feckless chasing of sensory pleasures, the fear-based avoidance of pain and the illusion of security actually yielding nothing but repetition creating the experience of time? Could all this be because we keep our consciousness and therefore our opportunities and decisions confined to those that only perpetuate the existence of our transitory ego/mind/identity and its sensory realm domain? If so, where are we to go from here? How are we to locate and subsequently spend our resources on the single investment opportunity that always yields the greatest and only true ROI? And does this supreme investment opportunity even exist? It does. What is it? The only thing that endures? Certainly not your mind or body. Certainly not your physical possessions. Certainly not your beliefs, concepts or your expectations. What is it that observes all of that phenomena, lifetime after lifetime? The immortal you. Your consciousness. Maybe everyone should invest in the only thing that endures, this immortal you. The awareness itself. Your sentience. your timeless, immortal consciousness. When the body and mind dies, the real you does not and cannot ever die. The real you, the witness to every thought, feeling, action and experience your body and mind ever has, simply endures. But am I not my thoughts, feelings and experiences? No. How can one be the witness and the victim, perpetrator of a thought at the same time? This witness, soul, is on a perpetual expansion investment strategy with no end point, ever, and your soul is the only thing that endures. So why not go all in on the only thing that is real? Why not cut out the middleman, your transient, fake identity and all its desires, fears, expectations and beliefs, and invest directly in the real you? Afraid of what you will lose? The prison of your ego/mind and your suffering is what will be lost forever. This you who has the fear of loss doesn't really exist, and your ego/mind, knows its time is running out. This illusionary, transitory identity who owns nothing, ever, has nothing except dominion over your immortal consciousness. This entity, identity, the ego/mind, must have your attention to even exist. Have you deluded yourself into thinking the outside world will change by analyzing it? There's an investment strategy that will yield only more analysis. And then more. And more. Shed yourself of that investment strategy now. Get out of it once and for all. Stop leaking all of your power, wisdom and courage on an illusion. If you cannot figure out how to invest in the real you, your experience in this life will be a perpetual struggle. If your commitment to your true self is not followed up with the expenditure of tangible and intangible resources, you have not made a commitment at all. One does not test drive spiritual evolution. It isn't something to dabble in like the stock market, a new concept or so-called knowledge. It requires skin in the game, so to speak, and you are already incarnate, so your soul has everything to gain, wisdom, love and power, and absolutely nothing to lose except its own self-imposed ignorance, greed and attachments. Everything we identify with prevents us from experiencing true freedom and achieving cosmic consciousness. All the concepts, beliefs and expectations you have invested in yield only more concepts, beliefs and expectations. More prisons for the mind. More mental constructs. More suffering. More problems. Grander delusions. Invest in the one true investment opportunity directly, your consciousness. The greatest technology that ever was, is, or will be is our developing sentience, and it's our ego/mind, desires and fears, and its preoccupation with its own survival that prevents us from this direct investment. Let's divest ourselves of our transitory portfolio of short-term investments, our expectations, our beliefs, our concepts, so-called knowledge and our identity. These investments only serve the who and the what that does not endure. Do not invest in striving towards acquiring more information or learning how to become capable of some skill, but rather invest in the expanding of your awareness, which deepens our eternal wisdom and enhances our power to act with compassion and courage. When we pursue the desires, and avoid the fears of the outer personality, we are utilizing what appears to be our free will in a most inefficient manner. We are living perpetually in the past. Your identity is transient, and so is its sensory realm experience and pursuits. These desires and fears are not worthwhile investments. The identity/mind/ego/thought is simply a conglomerate of past impressions from the sensory realm. Mimicry of the past. Knowledge itself is really justified belief, a recollection of the past, an imitation which simply leads to vanity and identity reinforcement. Bad investments across the board. Sell. Anything acquired via the sensory realm, the realm of illusion, is not a real investment. Instead, invest in the only thing that endures. In the only thing that is. The only thing that remains. The only thing that is real. The immortal you. Your consciousness. All the books, articles, blogs and videos in the totality of all possible existence can never elicit the direct experience and knowingness of what a life actually is. The very majesty, awe, vitality and divine intelligence that courses through us all in perpetuity. When does the investment of energy, in all its tangible and intangible forms, towards any object, goods, thoughts, concepts, beliefs, within the sensory realm do anything other than temporarily satiate a desire or momentarily quell a fear produced and experienced by our mind/ego/identity. Is this not an investment strategy that should be avoided at all costs since it yields nothing except for that which does not endure? It's not bad investment strategy, it's more akin to insanity. If one has no direct experience of the true self, then one can never choose the right investment. Is this why civilized society is perpetually inundated with stimulus? Phenomena, by definition, is that which comes and goes and therefore an illusion. All poor investments then. Entertainment, technology, philosophy, information, beliefs, concepts, physical goods, experiences, ideologies, so-called knowledge, spirituality, all sensory realm phenomena. What of this endures? It's all very human. Does all of this not serve to keep us from our true self and cosmic consciousness? Then how do we invest in the one thing that endures, that is real, that perpetually yields the flowering of love, wisdom and power? Silence that which was born/produces/feeds on a need for stimulus in order to exist. Your mind. Start there. We cannot deeply invest until we do so first. Fall in love with your own inner silence. It's time to put the toys away. They may very well be taken from us anyway. Now we can begin investing in the limitless inner expansion of the only thing that endures. The real you. Awareness. Your sentience. Cosmic consciousness. Meet me within that place. I remain in all eternity for you there.
If you like our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos. Feel free to share on your social media. Thanks for watching. See you next time.